Hello, my name is Candra Troby and I'm a senior here at the University of Arkansas, majoring in elementary education. For my project, I'm doing Rosie the Riveter by Norman Rockwell, which is located at Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. Rosie the Riveter was done in 1943, oil on canvas. In 1942, Howard Miller introduced the iconic poster stating, "We can do it." The poster was originally created to motivate employees for the war effort. The first note of Rosie the Riveter was actually in a song created by Red Evans and John Jacob Loeb. From then on, Howard Miller's poster was known as Rosie the Riveter, which influenced Norman Rockwell's Rosie a year later, originally done for the Saturday Evening Post. Norman Rockwell was born in New York City in 1894. Solomon explains Rockwell perfectly. As a child, he felt overshadowed by his older brother, Jarvis, a first-rate student and athlete. Norman, by contrast, was slight and pigeon-toed. Even though Rockwell was thought of as always portraying the nuclear family, in fact, only 3 of his covers of the Saturday Evening Post represented this image. Personally, Rockwell kept a close group of friends who were extremely important to him. They portrayed the perfect images of ruggedness and perfect physiques. Masculinity played a large part in his artwork, including Rosie the Riveter. Rockwell does a great job of demonstrating asymmetrical balance. Rosie is not symmetrical, but is still aesthetically pleasing and smooth. Rockwell also explores a great use of 3-dimensional shapes, for example, the details such as the riveter in Rosie's lap or Mein Kampf that she is stepping on. Also, the hue and color value bring a lot to the painting. Rockwell uses similar colors such as reds and blues. You can see this in Rosie's outfit, along with the American flag in the background. Along with all of these wonderful elements of Rosie the Riveter, Rosie seems to literally jump out of the painting. She has a great purpose and her identity is extremely valuable. Rosie the Riveter is also materialistically valued. On May 23, 2002, she was sold at auction for $4.9 million to the Elliott Urey Gallery in Colorado, but has since then been sold to Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. Iconography explains the details of a work and seeing how these things are related to each other through text. Rockwell uses this method as he incorporated Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler. He ties in the importance of World War II and its effects on the United States. Also, Rosie herself is another great example. She is depicted as muscular, tough, and powerful as she takes on the jobs that the men used to do. From her facial expression that says determined, to her outfit and stance, all combine to further the idea that Miller created with the "We Can Do It" poster. Knight explains the purpose of Rosie the Riveter. It is the symbol of what women did for the war to do their part and to give up their nail polish. Stylistically, this art is described as realism. For example, Rene Magritte's "This Is Not a Pipe" resembles a pipe that is perfectly in proportion with no distortions. Rockwell does this through creating an image of a factory woman during the World War II period. Her lunch pail even says Rosie on it. She is covered in dirt and grime, which is extremely realistic when doing hard labor. Rockwell also brings in the intensity of political and social situations that really become incredible to see all in one painting. Rockwell's main influence during this painting was Michelangelo, who created the Sistine Chapel, specifically Isaiah. Isaiah's body shape, placement of hands, and angle of the face are all present in Rosie. The upper bodies are very similar, but their facial expressions differ. While Rosie's seems arrogant and bored, Isaiah's is intent as he is trying to listen. Another example is Francis Crick's Day Shift, which was also created in 1943. This is the painting is located right next to Rosie the Riveter in the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. Researching Norman Rockwell's Rosie the Riveter has been a very rewarding process. I truly believe that I have grown in my respect for art. I love learning the historical aspects of it, so diving into Rockwell's painting has only helped me grasp better meanings of this piece. As I first went to Crystal Bridges, I remember seeing Rosie the Riveter for the first time and being so captivated by her. All of the realistic details and captivating history to the painting has created not just a piece of art, but an iconic figure that will continue to impact people forever.